Back here at NSU Spartans, getting ready for the MEAC softball tournament. The softball tournament will be right here at the NSU softball field. It begins on Thursday, and right now we're here with Norfolk State head coach James Inzana. And coach, you know, you guys, this is it. It's the crunch time. How ready are your players, and how ready are you guys for the tournament to start?
Yeah, I was actually talking with the Delaware State coach Jeff. He and I were conversing before we even played them, and we've both said the same thing. I mean, you are where you are right now. There's really not much you can do. You just have to trust the process that led up to today or this week, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just letting the chips fall where they may, and we're as prepared as we can be. So
you guys have been able to kind of avoid, you know, stoppages and stuff. Now you've had some other teams have had to you know, cancel the games that you're supposed to play, but you guys have been able to kind of keep going. Has that given you kind of, maybe, I don't want to say some momentum, but you know, the fact that you have been able to kind of just keep going and going this year?
Yeah, we had a couple reschedules because of other teams. It wasn't because of us. I think it has given us a good tempo or a good operation, a good pace to follow and lead into this weekend. So we really haven't had very many breaks. It's been continuous the whole season in a shortened season. So I think we're fortunate in that aspect. Yeah.
And of course, I mentioned that the tournament's actually going to be here, right on your home field. What are maybe the pluses and maybe if there's any minuses of being on your home field like that?
The only minus could be that you could help out game day, which I'm fortunate enough I haven't had to yet. I do help, but that would be the only minus. There's just a ton of pluses because we're familiar with any nuance with our field. Our outfielders familiar with the depth of the outfield. They don't have to look at the crush or feel the crush. They know exactly how far it is because they played on it so often. So it is an advantage. Anytime you host a tournament, to host it on your home facility. That's why it's home field advantage, and it does make a slight difference. You still have to execute. No matter what team you are, you have to execute.
And of course, last year's tournament was canceled, of course, to COVID. Half the season was canceled in the MEAC tournament. And before that, it had always basically been at Bethune-Cookman for the longest time. But it always had been an 8-team tournament as well. Is it any different? Is there any different feel to it now? It's just a 4-team tournament, at least for this year?
No, not for us. It's not. Obviously, it saves on cost because you cut the tournament down by a couple of days, so you don't have to pay for hotels or food for those extra 2 days. So from a financial aspect, it's a blessing, especially during the shortened year and COVID last year. But tournament feel, it's the same. It's the same atmosphere, same environment. I don't think we've lost anything going to 4 teams, and we know that our competitors are playing good ball just like we are.
And one last question before we go. Obviously, All MEAC has come out. You had 6 players named All MEAC, and of course, you were named Coach of the Year. You know, what does that mean for the program, for those accolades? But then, in the end, though, what does it really not mean because it doesn't guarantee you anything?
I mean, it's always nice to have the players, any player, it doesn't matter, get the accolades or recognition for what they've done. They're contributing offensively, defensively in MEACs, and to be seen by the sports administrators and the other coaches in that aspect of that role that they contribute to the team and to have that. I think mine was a pity vote because of my dealing with COVID. I appreciate it, and I'm honored that the sports administrative directors and the other coaches, my peers, think that way of me. So I'll try to uphold that as best I can. But it's more about the players, and to have those accolades and be able to build off the accolades to continue to, you know, when you bring a recruit in, say, hey, you know, 3 first team, 2 second team, 1 third team. It helps. It helps the program. It helps the ladies. It gives them something to aspire, shoot for. If they're a young freshman, sophomore, and they see the seniors like Thule and Jazz who did really well and have great seasons.
Well, Coach, you know, good luck this week. MEAC tournament again is going to be right here at the NSU softball field Thursday through Sunday. There were actually no tickets on sale for general public because of our COVID limitations with the size of the field. But again, you can follow the action at nsuspartans.com and follow along with the at MEACsports.com. We'll have live stats, and if we make it through Saturday, those games will be on Flow Softball. So for Coach Inzana and Mike Bello, you've been watching nsuspartans.com.